Seen him since he left this morning.
All right. Remember way back when we talked about the present perfect, that first week. Take us back. Back in time we go. We use for and since. Now we're just naming what those kinds of clauses are. They're adverb clauses. So in this one, in, I haven't seen him. What is my subject?
I.
And my verb?
Seen. Haven't.
Have seen. So has or have plus verb 3. Very good. I haven't seen him since he left this morning. Okay. So if we use since, do we use a specific time?
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Specific. Since this morning. Yes, specific. Oh, who wants to read O?
I have known her ever since I was a child.
I have known her. What is my subject?
I.
And my verb?
Have
known.
Have known. Okay, let's go back up to N. I haven't seen him. We know now our subject is I. Have seen is our verb. Now let's look over at the adverb clause. Since he left this morning. We know we can circle since. That's our adverb clause word. And then we have a subject. What is it? He. What's my verb?
Left.
Yeah. So we have subject, verb, a full clause. And in the next one, ever since I was a child. We're going to circle ever since because ever just adds emphasis. And we're left with a subject. What is it? I. And my verb?
Was.
Yeah. So what I want you to think about when you're writing these essays or you're writing sentences on a quiz, look at your independent and dependent clauses. Do you have a subject? Do you have a verb? Put in your head a circle around those adverb clause words because that's after where you're going to find your subject verb. Make sure to do that and that will help you edit your papers. All right. Let's look at the next set, until and till. I want to talk about those for just a second. Till means the same thing as,
Well.
which one do you think is formal?
Until.
Until. So what is this till business? What's going on there? What's going on?
Until like it's same. I think it's same but
Samey. Americans are lazy. We don't want to say all these letters. You guys know that. We contract everything. She's, he's, we, they, ill, Francisco. Remember we talked about Francisco and Israel. Oh. Well, here we're just shortening it. That's all till is. I'll be here till I'm done. I'll be here until I'm done. Same thing. But as an American, I'm getting rid of the un, and I'm just going to say till. Now, can you write till in an academic paper? No, we have to use until. But you're going to rarely hear until in spoken language. We're going to switch over to till. So let's look at these examples. Let's read P. Francisco?
We stay there until we finish our work.
We stayed there until we finished our work. Now, we're going to put this one up on the board. This one is a little new. We stayed there until we finished our work. All right. Let's look at what clauses we have. What is our independent mommy clause?
we finish it.
Our grown-up independent clause.
We stay here.
We stayed there, yeah. So what's our dependent clause, the baby?
We finish it.
Don't forget the until.
Until we finish our work.
Until is what makes it the baby. This is our adverb clause, until. All right. Over here in our independent clause, what's my subject?
We.
Stayed.
Stay.
So we have verb 2, don't we?
Yeah.
Simple past. Let's go over here.
We
Verb
so finished.
Finish it.
Verb
Verb 2.
Simple past. Now let's look at the timeline, and then we're going to discuss what until means. We know we're in the past, so are we to the left or to the right?
left.
We're over here. All right, this has, we stayed there, kind of a progressive idea to it. We were there for a while. So we're going to say, I'll do this in a different color. Here we are, we're studying. Let's say we're studying. We stayed there studying until we finished our work. I'm going to draw a black dot. This is our until. All of this happened up to a certain point. When that point happens, this first action stops. That's what until does for us. Something goes on and then stops when the next action happened. Finished. All this time we stayed. So, we worked on our quiz until time was up. We worked on our quiz until time was up. Same idea as what we have up here. During this time, we're working on that quiz, aren't we? Quiz. And then, dun 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 dun, time is up. Bzzz, put down the pencils. Until, happens here, time up. So you have an activity taking place, and then it ends, and that's what until does for us. Circle until over here.
Till it's same meaning.
Till has the same meaning. So I can take off the and it has the same meaning, no difference. The only difference is we use this in formal academic papers and formal speech. Till is just the shortened version.
All the time you would answer on the bar.
Say that again for the
All the time. You
on the
would,
final?
Yeah, you would put one answer.
Both. The final will use both. You can't predict if they're going to use one or the other. But just remember, it's in there. Right? There's till. That's the same meaning.
I will train until I
I will keep trying until I pass the level, or I will keep trying till I pass the level. Now let's talk about that. Do we have to stay in the past tense with these? No, we don't have to stay in the past. We can move into the future tense with these. Let's get rid of this. Let's put in will. And I follow will with the base, right? So let's look at it in this case. Will plus base. If I do that, what do I have to change over there?
finish.
Finish it.
Finishing.
Finish it.
When we
Remember, we use the simple present. If we have over here in our independent clause the future tense, over here in our dependent adverb clause, we're going to use the present. Sure. So these can change tenses. But remember, if you change one part, make sure you change the other. So those aren't too bad, right?
Right.
Until, not a big deal. Let's look at the next one. Also not a big